Coconuts TV.
Koh Phangan is an island with two very different faces. To some, it's a tranquil spiritual haven, but for others, it's the best place to party in Thailand. The full moon party is a rite of passage for the modern-day backpacker. Every month, thousands of Western tourists commandeer the island with one mission in mind: getting totally trashed. The beach becomes a neon battlefield covered with barbarians in glow-in-the-dark war paint. It's hard to believe. What started out almost 30 years ago as an intimate hippie gathering has evolved into this: the full moon party, condemned by international media as a trashy disgrace. A place where promiscuity, drug use, and violence converge in a sleazy orgy of regret. I'm no stranger to the sangsong buckets and booming electronica. In fact, this is my third full moon. But this experience will be from a whole new vantage point: stone cold sobriety.
Okay, so we've arrived here at the full moon party, but as you can see, the action is already well underway. So we're gonna make our first stop, and that's to a club called Mellow Mountain. And what Mellow Mountain is known for is its spectacular view of all of Haad Rin Beach. You can see everything from up there in the DJ booth. So we're gonna go meet up with one of my friends. His name is Baz, and he is gonna be DJing at Mellow Mountain.
Okay.
Just told me that he wears the same shirt to every full moon.
I do actually, because it's covered in UV paint from other people. Like, I don't ever wear UV paint because it just wouldn't be cool, you know. Over the years, the crowd has got younger coming to Koh Phangan, and there's a lot of teenagers, but I'm not blaming the youths and stuff. No.
The locals call them bucketheads, the 20-somethings who make this party pilgrimage. For them, it's just one crazy night of debauchery. But for those who live on Koh Phangan, it's all about business.
New Year party for a lot of people, 40,000 people every year.
Really?
New Year, 40,000 people. They'll come on holiday and never driven a motorbike, or never learn, and they can hire one for 100 baht a day with their passport. And so they think, yeah, wicked, and we can get smashed on buckets and stuff like that, and get themselves. And that's when the accidents happen. Wear a helmet. Wear a helmet.
Yes, exactly. Any other safety tips for?
Don't go swimming in the sea at full moon if you're completely wrecked out of your head.
Safety is definitely the night's biggest issue. Some locals say these kids should be more careful, but others, like DJ Graham Gold, say they're just trying to have fun.
Like everyone over 30, they criticise full moon, but we had some brilliant full moons, and I love the energy that the kids bring. They're 17, 21, 23. They're in their gap year. But I put on my Facebook a few months ago, hey, you know what? You were all 17, 21. No, you didn't get drunk on buckets, but you got drunk on cheap alcohol, and maybe you fucked in the sea. Don't slag these kids off, because it's a once in a lifetime.
After all, any business is better than none, especially when Thailand's recent military problems are rocking the country's tourism industry.
But it was only 3 days ago that the government lifted the curfew, so only 3 days ago did people actually realise there was going to be a full moon party, so the numbers are massively down.
Graham's a full moon veteran. So I figure he's the best person to ask if the party really lives up to its drugged out reputation.
When I came here, I would have a Sangsum bucket, which is a Thai whiskey and Red Bull, and I would black out for 3 hours. And the buckets still sell this really shit alcohol. They unscrew the bottles, they put Lion King in, which is like white spirit. It's 99 baht for a whole bottle. You get very drunk. And the M150, it's not the Shark or the Red Bull that we know in the West. 3 or 4 of those, and it's like you've done it. You're like this.
Alcohol seems to be the drug of choice, but that doesn't mean there aren't other party favors floating around.
And so are you taking anything tonight?
I've been given a capsule of MDMA tonight. Yeah.
And how do you feel?
I feel pretty good at the moment, to be honest.
What are the best drugs to take on Koh Phangan at Full Moon?
To be honest, obviously everyone knows Thailand is a little bit sketchy on the drug taking, but at the end of the day, as long as you know the right people, there's MDMA, you've got pills, anything, whatever you want.
And of course, there's also the happy mushroom shakes, ubiquitous, despite being illegal. It's difficult to imagine the days when full moon was a handful of hippies smoking weed in the moonlight. No fire dancers, no blasting techno. But for today's generation, this is the real full moon.
Okay, so the sun has finally come up, and now it's just really the diehards that are left out there. Take a look.
The full moon party gets a bad rap, but I don't know if it's fully deserving. On one hand, I can see how drunken antics get out of line and turn dangerous. But on the other hand, I've been that jungle warrior, covered in glow paint, losing my flip-flops. And those were some great nights.